Let's look at one more example. Let's bracket our eighth notes into groups of 2 and write this into a simple triple rhythm in 3/4 time. The first 2 eighth notes combine into a quarter note. We can tie this quarter note to the first pair of eighth notes in beat 2, or we can extend the quarter note by half its value, an eighth note, by adding a dot. This leaves the second eighth note of beat 2 by itself with a flag. The last 2 eighth notes of the measure are grouped together with a beam because they belong to the same beat. The last eighth note of beat 2 is not attached by a beam to beat 3. In the second measure, the 2 eighth notes of the first beat are connected by a beam, with the second eighth note tied to the first eighth note of the second beat. The 2 eighth notes of the second beat are also connected by a beam, the last eighth note of beat 2 tied to beat 3, which is a quarter note. 2 eighth notes combined into a single value. Laying this durational pattern on a compound duple meter 6/8 time creates a different rhythm. Bracket the eighth notes in groups of 3. In the first measure, the first 3 eighth notes combine into a single note value, a dotted quarter note. The second group of 3 eighth notes are beamed together to show that they belong to the same beat. In the second measure, the second 2 eighth notes in the first group will combine into a quarter note because they belong to the same beat. The first eighth note is alone with a flag. The last group of 3 eighth notes combine into a dotted quarter note. Listen to the difference between the 2 rhythms.